Hello everybody and welcome to your August predictions reading, the very first reading I've ever done on this page. So this is a very special reading, you guys and girls and everybody else. So as I was shuffling, I was inspired to mention that this reading can be mind, body, spirit, soul. Soul as in the emotional part, spirit as in the spiritual part, mind as in the mental and thinking parts, and body as in the physical parts. It could be like that. Or you could just say, whatever comes, I'll pick my stone, whichever one calls to me. You could say that as well. That is all. Pick a pile, and let's get into your reading. Alright, for this pile we are doing 3 cards. We're doing 3 cards for everyone. So this is August predictions. Okay. What I'm feeling is this is about putting aside lack mindset in order to fall in love with something and create something more than what you could have if you had remained in lack mindset. This is about rethinking your approach to a project that at the core is just something you really freaking love and you really freaking believe in. This is about falling back in love with the project. And it is about trusting that if you do, then that is when abundance comes. Because when you're happy, you're attracting, is what I'm hearing. That's cool. I like it. I'm feeling like specific advice from this is don't give in to the temptation of perfection and realize that what makes things so beautiful is that they're organically unfolding. and an Oliver butt to celebrate. And I believe that that is everything for this pile. Thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful August. There's something here about like wanting to play. I can already feel, and like just being kind of like, this makes sense. I already know, like I can already feel this. It's wanting to play and like being frustrated. Interesting. Okay. So this is feeling like you don't have enough. But you do have enough. And what you have is what you're meant to have. And that's probably hard to believe. But like, you're finding yourself in this exact place because it's exactly where you're supposed to be. There's something so interesting about this point in time specifically that is meant to evoke like action And it's really meant to be enjoyed with your own eyes. Like, you're really supposed to be embodied in 2024, in August. And that means getting out of your mind and getting into your body. And like enjoying the things that you have as much as possible. Have you ever like had something and then you didn't appreciate it, and then later on you got rid of it, and then you look back and you're like, oh man, if I had that thing again, I would name 10 different things with that. And it's literally like, it's the same for people. It's the same for like weather. Like, we don't always like really experience things for all their worth. And this is about like underestimating the value of what you have. Like, there's so much value that isn't being explored all around you in every single thing and every single person. And like, there's the potential for fun, and I think it's really important in August to have fun. Like, just to play, to be in your own body. And maybe take a media break as well. Like, if you want to keep posting, you can, but like, set up systems so that you're not like scrolling endlessly. Because it's like, when you lay down and do nothing is when you realize there's lots of stuff around you. And it's not as scary as you think. And that, I think, is everything. Have a beautiful freaking August. This was a good check-in. And I hope you're doing well. And take a deep breath, because that would feel good. If you want. If you have pathological demand avoidance, you don't have to do that. Hello, and welcome to pile number 3. Wow, it's like alive. It's like really alive. Oh, it's like about revelations. Some things are happening. Some progress is happening. And it's like up, you know? Oh yeah, so you've been nurturing something for a while, and like, you're kind of having fun looking at where it is now. You're kind of like, there have been things that you've been doing in your mind, but like, you're seeing the impact of the mental job you've done, taking care of yourself emotionally and mentally. You're seeing that in the way that you behave. Like, it's changed who you are as a person fundamentally, and you're really proud of yourself for that. You feel like you have something to offer other people that will help them do what you've done for yourself. And it's important that like, you validate that you do have something to offer, and then you freaking give it. Like, you freaking give it. Like, it doesn't have to be, in this it's like money. But I don't think it's money. I think it might be wisdom. And like, oh my gosh, yes. The relationship between you and who you're giving your wisdom to, it will be one that is so rewarding, because you will be able to see immediately the impact of you having taught them how to do what you did for yourself. You'll see the impact in their behavior, like almost immediately. Like, you'll see that when you teach people how to teach themselves, it changes who they are fundamentally for the better almost immediately. And that's gonna feel so good. Like, it's actually gonna feel amazing. And like, that's a gift that you can't really describe. in words. Like, you're gonna feel it. And also, I think it's important to say that, like, there will be people who don't want this gift. And there will be people who literally are, like, defensive against this gift and, like, freaking hate it, actually, and are, like, really mad about it. Because they don't see the value in it, because they're not willing to teach themselves, and that's not their mission. That's not what they're doing on Earth anyway. Like, that's not the point of them being here. It's not the reason they came here. They have other things that they want to do, and they're more violent things. But there are people who will appreciate you, and, like, and it's gonna feel a little vulnerable, because what you've taught yourself, you're not even sure sometimes if it works. So you're gonna feel almost like you're lying to people. But it's because, like, it's a really, like, feminine thing that you've taught yourself. It's like, it is feminine and therefore devalued in our society. Like, you've taught yourself how to grow from the inside out. And you can't always put, like, numbers on that. You can't always put numerical value to something that is intangible, that is, like, ethereal. Like, you could sell a cow, but, like, the cow is alive, you know? And, like, the life inside is precious, and it's just, like, you can't really sum that up. And that's why you do kind of have to be careful, and that's, like, I think you have nervous energy, because, like, this thing is so delicate and precious, and it is easy to take advantage of it, and you do have to protect yourself, and I think you know that. I think that you can feel, like, a little bit, like, scared and defensive, and that's because, like, there is something to defend against, and, like, you're right about that. So, yeah, in August, things are looking up big time, but you do have to protect yourself. And you have to know that, like, you nurturing yourself always has an impact. And it may not be, like, immediate, but, like, it's apparent, even if it's not immediate. And it will be. And you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, freaking yes, that is what that was. And yes, there's a lot of yellow in this. This is, like, a really good time. And you need to drink more water, decidedly, okay? More water. That's all. Have a beautiful day, and take care. Bye. Unless you're staying. Hee because some of y'all are. I'm gonna go get water real fast. Okay. What I'm hearing is what you need is closer than you think, and things go in rounds. Oh man. Okay. Wow, this one, you're trying to get something that you can get at home from elsewhere. I think from someone else, like a human being, who you really can't tell if they're, like, a quote-unquote good or bad person. But I'm hearing, don't focus on if they're a good or bad person. Focus on how you feel when you talk to them, or the absence of what you feel when you talk to them. Focus on the things that you want to feel in life, the places that you get that from, and the places that hurt, and the places that scare you. This is also, though, like you really should be a little bit smarter, honestly, if I'm being honest, about, like, the types of people you trust, like, why would you want to be with someone who's constantly pointing out that everything sucks? This isn't about, like, people with legitimate concerns. This is about, like, someone who has a pattern of misrepresenting reality in a negative way. Which kind of makes me want to laugh, because they know what they're doing, and they kind of think it's like a fun game, I think, which is just so boring. It's like such a boring thing. Like, it's a little exciting at first because, like, it's kind of like an exercise in you being positive, but then it's like, well, what else is there though? Because, like, why does everything suck to you? And why are you mean about everything? And it's like, really just kind of uninteresting, if I'm being honest. Like, there's like, you want something to feel good, but what feels good is what you, I think this is like sexual in nature, like it's what you're doing to yourself. Like, it's the way that you're stimulating yourself. I hate to go there, but I do think that this is what this is about. It's your imagination. And so you're getting confused because they play mind games, which has to do with imagination, and it's your imaginative space. It's your imaginative space that is so fun for you. And so, like, when they play mind games, it puts you into your imagination, and that's what's going on, is you're like, wait, but they are activating that same place in my brain. It's because they're having you play pretend. And you already play pretend with yourself, but it's much better when you do it with yourself. They're not very good at it, but they do it a lot. And when I say they're not very good at it, I mean it's not very fun for them. Like, yeah. I guess this is just like an invitation to, like, fantasize more. That would be very emotionally fulfilling for you. Not just sexually, but, like, in life. Like, it's fun to have a good daydream, and, like, especially one with direction. Okay. Yeah, and it's okay to, like, have idols. It's okay to, like, idolize things, because that's, like, a lot of fun, and romance is a lot of fun. And so if you want this person to be, like, a character in your daydreams, that's perfectly fine. And just know that there's a difference between the real person and the one you're making act fun in your mind. So, have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. And this concludes all of our readings. Oh my gosh. August is going to be a freaking great time. And if you, at any time during August, forget what I said, come back. Visit your bud, Lydia. Bye.